I'm Dr. Ken McCann. I am a child abuse pediatrician, and I am the medical director for the Regional Child Protection Center at Blank Children's Hospital in Des Moines. For example, child neglect is probably the largest form of child abuse. When you look at overall child abuse statistics, far and above all the other forms is child neglect, as well as child emotional abuse. An infant that's not yet crawling, that has bruising, children who are just maybe suddenly becoming withdrawn, not their usual selves, but that could be several different things. For example, for child sexual abuse, teaching children that they are the ones in control of their bodies. That if someone is doing something that they don't like, that makes them uncomfortable, that it's okay to tell a grown-up, or two grown-ups, or five grown-ups until someone listens. Communicating with your child and being aware of what your child is telling you, and using for example, using proper terminology for a genital name. Example was a young girl who used the phrase diamonds for her vagina, and she kept going to school telling her teacher, "Uncle so-and-so is touching my diamonds," and they were like, teacher's like, "Okay, well, it's a toy box, you know, something like that, whatever," and she kept going to her teacher trying to tell her, well, she was being sexually abused, and eventually they figured it out. So using proper terminology. The most likely person to abuse a child is someone that has access to the child, someone the family knows and trusts. So although stranger danger in certain situations is appropriate, again, giving children the tools and the resources and the encouragement to be able to speak out if something happens. You suspect a child being abused, really the best action to take would be to call the Department of Human Services hotline and make a report to DHS, and then let the DHS workers and assessment workers and investigators all, you know, take it from there and do their job. And remember that reporting abuse isn't an accusation. You're not saying that abuse has to have occurred. It's just something doesn't seem right. And reporting abuse doesn't necessarily mean that a child is going into foster care. And I think sometimes that's a big concern for people, is they don't want this child put into a foster home, when statistically most children stay in the home.